Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for another edition of Raising Vibration Radio and Journeys into Consciousness. I am one of your hosts, Reverend Raven, and I'd like to introduce the second host, Tammy Lacente.
Thank you, Sandy. Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday evening. Tonight we have Reverend Kelly Jo, who just informed me she can marry you, bury you, or what?
And bless.
And what? And what?
And bless. Do house
And
blessing.
bless. I like that. I'm sorry. So I got caught off guard. We were having a little chuckle right before we went on. She's a clairvoyant psychic medium who's going to tell us a little about herself this evening. Hi, Kelly Jo, or do you want to be called Reverend Kelly Jo this evening?
No, just Kelly Jo.
Kelly Jo, good evening. How the heck are you tonight?
Oh, it's wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us.
I also do paranormal investigations too.
Oh, cool. Have you done any of those recently?
Long distance. I've cleared houses.
Ooh, that's interesting. What did you clear recently?
Negativity.
Just negativity
and
in general?
Seal the vortex.
And seal the vortex. Got it. Makes sense.
You can do it. You can do it from anywhere.
Yes. Multi-dimensional. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Exactly. So I'm sorry, I'm just curious now. The parties that called you to do that, what was their primary complaint?
Being bothered and having negativity, messing with the dog, messing with the cat, the children, messing in the closet. That's not cool. Yeah.
No, not cool. Oh, well, excellent. That's wonderful. So, okay. So psychic, medium, clairvoyant. Should we invite some of our guests to maybe call in, Sand or Kelly Jo, or?
Sure.
Okay. So, they can't call in, Tammy. They can.
Oh, I'm sorry. They can write a question, right?
Yes, they can write a question. I've already informed our guests this evening how the procedure works here. But Kelly Jo, tell us about how you got into this. What was your experience falling into being a clairvoyant psychic medium?
Well, I was born this way, and I've always seen and heard dead people, and I got into it heavy duty when I was like 16. I did work on murder cases, missing people, and had a talent to talk to the dead. And I also broke cases too, because I worked on a murder case, and I worked with detectives and stuff when I was 16 with another psychic, and they handed me a piece of tile, and it was in Hyannis, Massachusetts, and they sent a hitman to hit the couple because they stole $25,000 of money. And his MO was put a sucker cup on the window, take it out, and he had a .38 special with a silencer, and he killed the couple but left the baby, and then threw the gun over in a canal and over on a bridge. And I remember it from this day, and then there was another case where there was a guy that was like a double agent, and they had microfiche, and he would do the plastic surgery where it would change his face, and then he would get a double, and he would kill the double and hide the microfiche and get the microfiche, and then do all that.
Wow.
That was really cool.
That seems really cool. Now, so how did you uncover things with that? Like, what were the things that came up for you?
You mean with the double agent guy? Yeah, I see what he was doing. And he was just like 007, he had like things in his shoe, and
that's crazy.
Things in a wall, and have drop-offs and stuff like that. So.
And you were able to help officials locate those
right
things?
With him. But when I was working on the murder case, it was a mob thing, and the mob guy wanted to meet me, and I quit working on all the cases because I didn't need lead shoes. I was only 16.
exactly.
The guy wanted to know who I was because I got too close. I had names, addresses, VIN numbers, and all that stuff. So,
That's amazing.
but nowadays I love helping people get closure too.
Yeah.
Like if I have someone that passed away, I can help give them
So,
closure.
so all these years later, you moved more to a heart space of helping people like really get closure and healing, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. How
And
did that?
also,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
what?
I, it's all right. Go ahead. I didn't hear what you were saying.
And I also do readings for people of the events that could happen too.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Wow. How did that unfold? Like going from murder investigations to on this show, helping people get closure. That's like
It like evolved,
yeah. Yeah.
and it's word of mouth,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have clients I've had for 40 years,
Wow. That's
and
amazing.
I do business. I do, I can find lost objects. I do, archaeological digs. I help the guy, dig for oil, little things like that.
Little things like that. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
say
it's
drill
just a
for
lot of
oil.
fun,
Yeah. Little things.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do from day to day, and
That sounds incredibly
it's
interesting and
just
fun.
interesting,
Yes.
and helping people find their house. I can go right to the wallpaper.
Oh, that's amazing. Hmm.
So Kelly Joe, when I lost Tony's cat, she commented that, hey, the cat's going to be found in a week's time and it's going to be closer to your house, so there, and it was, it had to wait till Tony came home for the cat to come back. So Kelly Joe's pretty perceptive and can see these things, and she's quite amazing. You used to be out west too, right?
Yeah, I used to live out in Arizona for a little while. I worked at a hotel, motel, bar, and grill,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of fun. Made all the specials out there.
What do you mean? You at the hotel? You did all the specials?
Yeah, I cooked.
Yep. Oh, I love it. What's your favorite kind of food to cook?
Oh, I made everything. I made um, homemade lasagna for the opening.
Oh,
I made homemade cakes, homemade pies.
beautiful.
I'd cook the men's fish, but if they gave it to me all hard and gnarly, I said, "You ain't gonna do that." Put it in a bucket of water and gut it. I'm not cooking an icky old fish.
I'm not cleaning it. Thank you very
No.
much. I will cook it
Right.
for you.
When you were out there, did you do readings out there too as well as running the hotel?
No, but
No.
I did meet the granddaughter of the people that own the place, and she was doing archaeology, and I flipped her out because I helped her long distance. I went remote viewing, and I helped her find mummified little Indian people in a cave.
That's incredible.
What was that? You helped him find
Mummified
mummified?
Indian family or Indian people in a cave.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
There
that
was a
must have
dad, a
been.
mom, and a baby, and they all had their eyelashes and their hair still, but they
Oh,
were just mummified because of the dry air.
mm-hmm. The gentleman you were working with must have been astounded.
It was a lady.
It was a
Yeah.
lady. That was
And
terrible of me. I
and
was
then out there
presumptuous.
too, I worked with another friend, and we worked on iron crosses that predated Christ, but they covered it up. They made us shut up.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, they took it and they reburied it, and they couldn't talk about it. But it's been on specials now. I've seen it on other shows.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. So currently, you're helping people get closure, and what is the
And
primary
doing regular readings,
regular readings?
life, health, marriage,
Mm-hmm.
job,
The
where you're gonna
mundane.
move
Yep.
to.
Mm-hmm. And do you do that from your home, or do you do it
Yeah,
from
it's
your
from
home and
word of mouth.
and
Yeah, it's
word of
from word
mouth?
of mouth.
That's excellent. And 40 years, huh?
Yeah, well, longer, really, because I've been doing
Really?
it since I'm 16. So,
Wow. Amazing.
So we have we have somebody on YouTube that's asking asking if we're going to do questions from YouTube. Apparently, she can't see my response here in here. So Gita, if you hear me, can you just go ahead and retype your question? I will see it on my form, but I guess you're not reading what I'm writing back. So
I,
please feel free to write your question, Gita.
I don't see anything in the chat box.
Most people don't when they come on the show.
Uh,
I have to see it and everything like that. So yes, we are taking questions on YouTube as well. Just go ahead and type it in. You may not see my response, but I will verbalize it. So
Okay.
go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead and type your question on YouTube and I will find it. So you guys continue on. I'm going to go pop into YouTube and find the question.
Okay.
So, what would be the most interesting thing that you've discovered in the past 5 years, do you think?
Every time it's interesting. It doesn't ever get dull.
Did you hear that?
Yes. What was that?
What was that?
Did you hear Kelly Jo?
Yeah, they're doing the lawn outside. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That didn't
This
sound like a
doesn't sound like
lawnmower.
a lawn being mowed. That's interesting.
Okay. That was weird. I don't know what it is. Okay, so
Yeah, I
Gita,
know what that was then.
I hope Gita is answering the if I'm saying her name right. It's Geeta. Will my relationship with B leading to marriage?
You have a lot of work to do, and it's a give and take. So I would say go slow and easy, because you both have a lot of work to do.
He's a Sagittarius and she's a Gemini.
That don't help me. I'm not an astrologer.
Okay. Well, you got an air sign with fire sign, so it can be fun.
I'm not an astrologer.
Sounds like a brush
It don't
fire.
help me. But if you take it slow and you work together and you keep your communication open, it can evolve into something good.
Oh, I love
excellent.
that. I love that.
Excellent.
Patty has a question. And she says, will I be moving to retirement community in the area next year?
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
Hey, it was a resounding yes. Excellent.
Yes. Do you hear that? Is you sure that must be
Nobody
the lawnmower?
else is hearing that?
It's like Spirit is trying to talk through the airwaves.
It's weird. Yeah.
It's
It
a
is.
really weird vibrational noise. It's interesting.
Patty, you're very welcome. And Patty hears it too. I don't know. It's like Spirit is trying to communicate through the airwaves or something. I don't know. It's really astounding. I heard it. You heard it. Patty heard it.
I heard it.
You heard it. It's
It's
crazy.
really-
I don't know what that
crazy.
was. Full moon, laugh out loud. Oh, Miss Gita said that I guess she's saying we're having some misunderstanding. And thank you so much for the reading. So she's having misunderstanding with
That fella.
B. Yeah.
She's having misunderstanding with what, Sand?
With B, her boyfriend. Yeah.
Are there any other questions?
Not so far yet, but the night is young and we're getting started here. So, yay. Kelly Jo.
Yes.
What is one thing that people, when they first, because you have this experience, I have this experience, Tammy has this experience, when we lose somebody that we love dearly, what is something that we can do for them to help them cross over and not let them hang out with us?
Well, you have to tell them to go on and go forward and not hang around so much. It's like thank them,
Mhm.
but tell them it's okay. You can go You can come back to visit, but you don't need to hang.
I gotcha. How do you know if they're hanging around you too much?
Well, you'll feel it. You'll feel a tug. It'll be more draining. So you say, thank you very much, but you need to go.
I
Go do what
gotcha.
you gotta do.
And how easy is it for us to attract other spirits that we may not know into
Well,
our lifespan?
You're a medium, you're the light.
What was
They're
that?
gonna come to you.
Kelly Joe says I'm a medium, so whenever you're a light, that you're going to attract spirits, and I don't like looking at them or hearing them. So
Well, but you do. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that, kid.
I know.
You are what you are. You can't. If you're a zebra, you can't be a leopard.
I know. Well, ever since I saw that witch in the attic when I was 7 years old, I shut it all down. Like, I can't. She freaked me out. This old lady in this attic of this house, she freaked me out so bad that I was like, no, I can't do this. But
I've never heard this story.
Oh my God. So I was 7 years old and we were living in Springfield, Tennessee. And my grandfather owned the house and my father, he came back to Springfield, Tennessee to help my grandfather with the printing company, the Morris Business Supply. And so my sister and I had a room up in the attic, right, of this house. And the house is like, got to be over 100 years old. The whole downtown area of Springfield is pretty old. And not too far from Springfield, Tennessee is Adams, Tennessee, where the Bell Witch Cave is. You heard of the Bell Witch?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so Robertson County is like one of the craziest haunting places in Tennessee, I have to say. And we were there. I don't know, many times, not just once, but many times in my youth did we come back to that area. But when I was 7 years old, me and Annette would go down up into the attic, and we had our little beds up there, and there was this woman. And she said she was a witch, and if we kept coming up there, that she was going to eat us or something like that. But she was in spirit, and she freaked me out. So I shut everything down from there at that point out. I was like, nope, I can't do this anymore, because she is scary to a 7-year-old girl.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I do feel spirit now. I do. I feel them. The other night I was washing dishes, and something tugged on my hair while I'm washing dishes in the kitchen.
What were you thinking about?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What do you think that is, Kelly Joe? Somebody tugging at my hair.
It was a female, and she was a passerby. Because you have a lot of passerbys.
I had a Wanda hanging out in my front yard for quite some time. We helped her get across a couple of weeks ago. She had died from cancer, and she was stuck in the front yard, and she needed help to cross over. They just swarm into this property for some reason.
Well, because you're a medium.
Sandy, are you just like not accepting this?
I know, right?
They just keep flying onto my property for some reason. I have no idea why. What on earth is going on?
Well, just like we were doing the Tampa show, right? When doing the biofield imaging, and I saw spirit in these people's energy field.
Well,
I have a question, Sandy. The picture.
Oh,
I should go get the picture.
Oh yes, you should, but we'll do that towards the end of the show.
Okay,
so
cool.
We can show
that
everybody.
Would be really great. I want to ask Kelly Joe about it also. That would be
okay. Because a lot of times when you do an aura photo, your passed on spirits will show up.
Well, what I'm referring to is Sandy had an artist draw spirits around her a couple years ago.
No, in 2016.
In 2016, and she drew. Wasn't it your mom?
Well, no. At first, she drew that guy first.
That guy.
And I saw her eating in the. It was at Casadega, Kelly Joe. You know Casadega, right?
Yeah.
and I was in the hotel. And Diane Marshall, she's the artist that draws spirit portraits.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, you know her, right? So I saw her. We started talking, and I said, "Well, I really wanted a port. I thought you were going to pick up on my mom because she just passed away, a year ago." And so she's like, "Well, come back after the thing," and she did. She drew a perfect picture of my mother, and she didn't know what my mother looked like at all, with the brooch on and everything. It was beautiful. But when I first met her, though, when I went over there and did it, because I was there advertising the radio show. I sat down for her and she drew this guy. Well, then here we are in 2021. Tammy goes and sits down for her. She draws the same damn guy for Tammy.
But what's really interesting to me is I'm thinking, family's going to come. For some reason, I thought it would be family or something. I didn't know what to expect. I'd never had that done before. So I truly didn't know what to expect. But the person that was drawn is somebody that's very alive, and it was startling to me. It's not somebody I know very well. But it was astonishing. I was just like, this person's alive. Anyways, I'm kind of interested what that's all about, to be quite honest.
Well, it feels like some kind of a soul connection. And there's something that's going to come up, and you'll probably do work with them in the future.
Yeah.
That's interesting. What I'm thinking.
Yeah. It was really interesting. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Well, anyway, I don't even want to get into it. But anyways, it was very interesting. Well, thank you. I won't even bother getting the picture. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me, too. There is definitely something going on and work to be done there. But it's odd. Go ahead, Sen.
Gita has another question. Can I throw another question? Sure. About my job situation.
It feels like you're going to have another opportunity in the next 2. There's a 2. So there's 2 weeks or 2 months.
Wow. Maybe from her current position to grow with her company, or is it going to be somewhere else?
Feels like a different job offer.
Oh, because she recently graduated looking for an accounting job. We'll be getting good paying accounting jobs within 6 months. Okay. All right. Yes. I mean, that's amazing. The job market is starting to boom. And, accounting is such a great career opportunity for anybody, especially if you like numbers, Yeah, that's a really good career choice right there. Awesome. Good luck. I'm wishing you lots and lots of luck. I know you're going to bring in the dough, my friend. You're going to be amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
Really. Yes. So what is your advice for somebody that's just stepping into their spirituality to try to find what their gifts are? What would you recommend for somebody to do?
First of all, trust it. Second of all, take like 5 minutes in a day and do your meditation and prayers. And then practice makes perfect. Practice with little things here and there. Practice with a friend or something. Mm-hmm. Because when we do this work, it ain't no thinking thing. It's not. You don't analyze it.
You have to get the head out of the way.
Right.
Do you still practice?
I do a reading sometimes every other day. And I have cards that I play with sometimes, And I'll do it with friends. I'll just say, okay, you want a reading? Well, just for the heck of it. Mm-hmm.
Gita, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being amazing.
Thank you very much.
Go and like Kelly Joe's channel too on YouTube. What is it, Kelly Joe?
Psychic.com.
Yes, go do that there. So what happens when our ego gets in the way with when you're practicing readings? How do you know your
Well,
ego's getting in
ego
the
has
way?
nothing to do with it. How you
Nothing.
feel, how you think has nothing to do with the reading. If it does, you have no business doing the reading.
Okay. So you're clearing your
All
mind.
you're doing is channeling what is to be told.
I gotcha. So you
So
know about the go ahead.
your prejudices, your biases have nothing to do with it.
Right? Well, I've had readings where people's prejudice have gotten away in a reading.
Well,
Have you
yeah,
had those?
that's
I
not a
know.
good reader.
Yes, I know.
I don't care who I PO off.
Right?
Just
That was
saying.
good.
Patty writes, how do you bury the ego for information to come through and trust?
You got to get out of the way.
Got to get out of the way. It's not the chatter voice. It's just, there's a, when you, what you do is you step aside and you're hearing. What happens is your guides have power with their guides, and then you get information.
So would you recommend like a meditation for someone
Well,
to
always say your prayer of protection before you do anything first. Quiet yourself. I recommend, like for you, do practice with playing cards. Do red and black. See how you do with that, and then go to the face cards.
That's really good advice.
Yes, I agree. That
That's
is
really
good
good
advice.
advice. Yeah.
And it's a quick, simple thing. Like you and
So
Tammy.
essentially, what you're saying, Kelly Joe, is for people to just get a standard deck of cards, right?
Right.
Get quiet. Get quiet. Go and focus inward and get quiet until you
Right.
don't hear chatter.
Right.
And then hold the deck
Right.
and
And then
ask, what color is this?
right.
And then start
And keep a
tracking
pen and
yourself.
paper and see how you do.
Exactly. That's
You know.
excellent advice.
And another thing, once you get more developed, like you, Reverend Raven, and you and Tammy, you can do sending and receiving, but don't change your mind because that's not nice. It's like, oh, I want a tulip. No, I want a rose. Well, that's rude.
Wait a minute, I just got lost there. I don't understand what you said. So
Like,
you can
say
do
I'm
sending
sending
and
you-
receiving.
I'm sending you a flower.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll do it right now.
Yep.
Okay, I just sent it. What did you see?
A red kind of lily-ish thing.
It was an orchid.
An orchid.
Yeah.
Orchid and lilies, not quite the same. But was it
No,
red?
but-
Was it red?
No. but you don't go, oh, I want an orchid. No, I want a rose. You don't do that. Does that make sense? Like when
Oh,
you're
when
sending
you send
when
it.
you send it, don't change your mind
Okay.
because it muddles everything. I'm not trying to pick up on you. Hold on, let me see. Are you sending a rose? Yeah.
Sending you and Sandy. What
Yeah,
color is it?
I see a rose.
What color?
Pink.
I saw red, so
I was
That's
sending white.
my mind wanted red, so that's what it's like. Because we're talking about red.
We had a rose. We got the right flower. I'm happy
I
about
know,
that.
but
And
you were
Kelly
sending
Joe's the one who got it.
She was sending white. That makes pink. That's why I got pink.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
trying to be right.
hilarious. Oh, I love it. That was awesome.
I'm not
No,
trying to be right.
I'm being really serious, though. That was very
Yeah.
awesome. That is a really, really good example of what you're talking about, though.
Right.
Because I know all three of us just actually were doing it, right?
Right.
So that is amazing. I was sending white, Sandy's getting red, and you came up with pink. And then all jokes aside, it's an energetic connection.
Right.
right? This is an energetic connection, people. Like, so you're energetically receiving it. And I could see how things would
Right.
change like that. That's amazing.
You know, so there's an example.
Yes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So Nathaniel Sinclair says, "Hey,
Hey,
Hey,
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, if you want to ask a question, just type it in. Kelly Jo's answering questions tonight. So if you have a question, feel free to type it in the comments and I'll read it on the air for you. Well, we'll give him a few minutes on there. So Kelly Jo, did you hear about what happened in Miami?
yes. Oh my.
What do you think? Did you think that they're going to find any survivors and all that, or I don't think so, but
I yeah.
no, I got you. That was very sad.
Yes.
Very, very sad. Tammy, do you know what happened in Miami? There was
No,
a
I'm
build.
just sending heart energy.
I know, but there was a building that collapsed. Was it near
And
the beach?
yeah, it pancaked.
It pancaked and went down, and not many survivors from it and stuff like that. But uh, I'm sending. That's like, I heard that there's going to be a lot of people like transcending all over the place. So I feel like that's like the beginning of one of series that might be happening near us. So we went to a summer solstice thing, and we were told that different things during these solar flares are going to be happening.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes. Mass transcendence.
yes. So. But I guess they're happy because they chose that, right? I mean, we ultimately choose how we're exiting,
Well, we as people choose soul packs. I
right?
call it soul pack. So as I'm not saying it's good or bad, but
Mhm.
as souls, we choose stuff. So these people chose this. I know it's horrible, but they chose that in group to do that.
Hmm.
You know, same way with 9/11, the same way with mass people going through things like the Holocaust or, um, mass disasters and stuff like that.
Right.
We as souls choose it before we ever come here. I know it's hard to understand, but
Yeah. And at the risk of seeming insensitive, which I absolutely am not, um, I constantly just hold the awareness of just that we have all chose our path and we don't ever know what somebody's journey is about or why they choose their exit plans or what kind of impact that will have on humanity. They're all of, I mean, we say friends and family that they're hurt, but we never know what opportunities for growth and expansion another will encounter as a result of the loss of someone. I mean, how often do you hear along the spiritual path that we had to get broke wide open to even start waking up? And I
right,
don't, and again, I cannot preface this enough. I don't want this to fall on any listener's ears that I'm not deeply sensitive and compassionate to all suffering
right,
because I truly, truly, truly am. Um, but it makes one think, okay, wow, the building collapsed. And then you think about the area and what that happened. And what is that going to do to the vibrational field of that area with all those people directly? Now it's an opportunity for the heart to open. It's
right,
also an opportunity to shut completely down. Right. Again,
right.
there are opportunities that end up getting presented. So my heart goes out to
To all the people
all people and to all the souls that
and
are,
their families.
and their families and moving on. I mean, and please let's just have a moment for that. Um, but it's part of the, as you were saying, Kelly Jo. We chose our journeys. I really really believe that.
So Patty asked this question: do they choose do they choose it to erase some of their karma?
Religions believe that.
What do you believe, Kelly Jo?
It depends. I think that you choose everything before you come here.
Mm-hmm.
You choose your family, you choose where you're born, you choose your life, you choose your mate, you choose all of it. That's
I
what
have a feeling we get a couple exit plans too. I have a funny
Yeah,
feeling.
you
I
have
mean,
you have at least 4 exit points in a life.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at your hand lines where it breaks off, that's points where you could exit.
Yeah.
Yep, I have one. So Nathaniel asked, any chance you can give me a reading about myself and my brother?
You need to ask a question, honey. If you want a reading, you can contact me for a private reading, but
Okay, Nathaniel, ask a question. Type in a specific question you'd like an answer to. So, with all with all of this change in our government, shutting down the extra unemployment, is there going to be like a surge of people looking for jobs all of a sudden? Or yes, is it going to be a really tight market out there then for people?
For some it will be, for others it won't be.
It'll just be really easy.
Yeah, because I'm getting the things are opening up and everything's available.
I know right now it is, yes. But there's still people collecting unemployment right now until the end of July.
It's till the end of June.
Oh, it's till the end of June. Okay. Yeah. Holy moly. It's going to be interesting to see what happens out there, right?
Yeah.
And you just got to sit back and witness it all, right?
Yep.
Yep. I gotcha.
Forgive me for asking because I really don't know, but like, what percentage of the country is still collecting unemployment out of the original? Do you know, Sandy? Is it a large percent from the original when COVID, when it all happened?
For what I understand, it's over 50%.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I don't blame them. You know what? The government's giving you some free money and you just got to sit at home and collect it. Why not? Right? I mean, what time in our history has that happened? So kudos to you guys that got away with that. I didn't get a chance to get away with it, but I'm happy for all of you that did. Good for you. All right. So Nathaniel asks, what is my work looking like? Will there be a new job?
Now, does he do, yes. Does he do, I see rough hands. Does he do like hard work?
Manual labor?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
All right. Sales.
See him doing sales?
Sales.
Okay. I gotcha. So there you go, Nathaniel. New career for you coming up in your future, doing sales. Maybe you can get a new car. All right. Chandra says hello. Chandra, please feel free to ask your questions. Just type it in and Kelly Jo will answer a question for you this evening. So Kelly Jo, you have a show coming up that you're going to be doing readings at the psychic fair in Sarasota, which is next month, right?
July
24th and 25th in Sarasota. And I think the times are like from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., right?
Yes.
I gotcha. You're going to be doing just mostly readings there?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Awesome. Well, I hope our listeners that are in the Florida area get a chance to go. to the Sarasota Mystic Fair. I think it's downtown, isn't it, or near the beach?
It's at the auditorium.
At the auditorium. All right.
Oh, yay.
Right. So Chandra asked how to further my psychic abilities.
Well, like I said, trust it
Mhm.
and practice. Always say a prayer of protection before you do anything. Don't ever forget that.
Can
You
we
know-
just say one protection for a lifetime and that's it, or do we have to do it every time?
I would recommend doing it every time because every energy is different.
I gotcha. I
You
got you.
can
Which
just say,
one do
oh,
you
You
use?
can just say white light if you have to be in a hurry.
White light?
Yeah, the highest
Okay.
light, white light.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
What's one that you normally do for yourself before you start doing readings?
Well, what I do is I believe in Jesus Christ, but no, so everybody else don't need to believe the lie I do. I'm covered by the white light of our Lord Jesus Christ. I ask that only those beings that of our Lord Jesus Christ be present. I'll accept no others. May this reading be helpful for this person. Thank you. Amen.
Very nice.
I got you. And it's Jesus Christ because you were brought up a certain way as a child in
Because
religion?
I do exorcisms too, so I use Jesus Christ. He had
I
three of them.
gotcha. I gotcha. I understand that.
Now,
So,
if you're with somebody that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, you say white light of God or universal energy.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
gotcha.
highest light.
So Chandra says she's been protecting and shutting down, and she said thank you for answering her question. So
You're welcome.
Tell
her that she's a knower. She just knows.
Chandra, you're a knower. All right. Awesome. What's Tammy?
You're a medium. You are psychic, and sometimes she sees.
Yes, she does.
And you're precognitive.
Preach. What?
In other words,
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
You see things before it happens.
Oh, yeah.
That's precognition.
Okay. Yep. I can confirm that.
Sorry, I'm using too big of words. I'm sorry.
Too big of words. It's late. That would involve my brain.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yep.
So I have a question. When I was at the fair in Tampa, there was a lady out in California that she does the henna tattoos, you know, and she puts her feet on you and she does a reading, Kelly Jo. She picks up on your energy by putting her feet on top of your feet. And she said that I need to stay grounded. Why do we have to stay grounded?
Because we're human.
I don't like staying grounded.
I float around in the universal energy all the time. That's why I broke every bone in my body when I was a kid. I wasn't in my body.
I can see how that can happen.
I was on autopilot. You can't be on autopilot and be human.
Oh,
Not-
I find it just helpful. I love being out in the ethers. I really do. But I find it very, very helpful navigating through the physical, grounding as much as possible. And
Right.
I also, for me, you know, I'll be out there, you know, for a while, but I really grounding for me, really being barefoot outside and all of that seems to help me integrate and bring forth what I'm being shown, or, you know, when I'm in meditation, when I'm in the ethers, when I'm
Right.
doing all that, the purpose of that is often to explore and journey and look for different guidance. It's also connecting energetically with people and stuff, but grounding helps me, it feels like, to really, after integrate intellectually and understand. I don't know if you have that experience, but Sandy asked me that question last week. She's like, "Why the hell do I got to stay grounded?" I don't. We were at the expo together. She was kind of ticked. She was like, "She told me I need to stay grounded. I don't want to." And I was thinking, well, for me, and I didn't think about it then because we were really busy, but we're also frequencies,
Right.
and the earth has a frequency, and we're children of this earth. I mean, we chose to incarnate
Right.
here. Okay. We are vibrationally and energetically connected to it. So if we just stay out in the ethers, we're
You're
not
gonna-
balanced. We're
you're
not
gonna
balanced in our
fly.
bodies, but it helps us balance in our bodies. But intellectually, it helps me to try to unpack what I bring forth. I
Right.
mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if we stay in ethers all the time, we just fry our bodies quicker.
Yeah. Big old barbecue going on.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all
We're just
floating
gonna do
around.
Supernova, poof.
No wonder I spelled bacon this morning.
Really, there you go. Episode.
Sandy, leave it to you. Bacon.
Happened to Sandy. She supernova.
I knew I smelled bacon this morning.
Well,
Oh,
there you go.
I was having too much fun. All right. So, Kelly Jo, what do you see going forward for the rest of the year for most people? What does the rest of the year look like for everybody?
yes,
Well, I
let's get a
think-
nice collective reading going on. Hey, actually, could you do an overall collective? I mean, I
Why
know you
not?
can. Would you? Would you
Sure.
be interested?
Sure.
Oh, love it.
Why not? I do see the economy picking up and getting a little better. I also see expansion with more work on the environment. I see, global warming being looked at. I see people being able to get back to work. I see the economy starting to pick up. I see towards the end of the year things will get a lot better. But I do see interest in stuff going up because of the economy getting better. So look for interest rates and stuff to go up too.
Wow. What about the housing market? Do you see a bubble coming?
We got a bubble going on.
Uh-huh.
It's a bubble.
That-
Yep, I knew it because it's fixing to burst, isn't it? After the economy
Well-
gets going.
Not till 2022, but yeah, it's going to go kaboom.
Okay. I gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Do you see any like with everything that happened as a collective, like people coming together more? Like we saw that with the pandemic, right? People supporting each other on video and being there for each other. Will that continue to be a trend?
Yes.
Good.
They'll still be mentally ill wackadoodles too.
Right.
But I feel like as a collective we're going to start coming together more, and the normal people live life normal. They all get along.
Good. Good.
Like people in communities, they all get along. And I see neighbor helping neighbor and more evolution of that.
I gotcha. So we have a show. Yes, Shavi. I guess that's her name. It's SHIVI. She goes, "Can I please ask a question?" She asked, "How are you? How are you doing, Kelly Jo? We didn't ask that at the beginning." You're doing good. All right. So yes, go ahead and ask your question, Shavi. Go ahead. If please forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. I am so terrible at names, but everybody knows that about me. So please forgive me. All right. So we'll wait for her to ask a question. Tell us about your show that you do on Blog Talk.
Oh, it's called Biscuit and Tea Mystic. And what people do is they call in and I do readings, pop readings on air. You get one question, and a lot of times I'll have a guest and we'll bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, she does a great
And
show.
it's called Biscuits and Tea.
Biscuit and Tea Mystic.
Biscuit and Tea Mystic. Oh, I really like your name.
And July 19th, I'm going to have the Ghost Sisters on. They're a paranormal group. I can't wait to have them.
Oh, fun.
Yay!
Fun. It's the Ghost Sisters.
Yeah,
Who are the Ghost Sisters? I'm sorry. I'm just
they're
curious.
they're a paranormal group. So
Oh, okay. So they're
So,
sisters that go.
yeah.
Okay, I got you.
and
All
friends,
right.
a group of 5
Excellent.
girls.
People that go hunting down ghosts.
Ghosts. Yes.
Shame on
Yeah.
you. You're getting those entities attached to you and everything. Boo! Scary.
No, you can clear them off. I go ghost busting, and they don't
Ooh,
go with me.
the witch. Anyway, okay. So here we go. Shavi, she said I said her name right. Thank you. Namaste. She said, when will I meet my future husband?
Not till 2023.
Wow.
It looks like it might be in January, but you won't know it's him. You're going to date 6 months before you find out it's him. And it's just going to gork you on the head.
Wow. Will he be more like a friend to her at first?
I see them, yeah, friendship, but then it's just going to go, oh, I love him. And he'll go, oh, I love her.
Oh, nice. I love those kind. Perfect romantic comedy
And they're
movies.
saying it's kismet.
What'd you
And I-
say?
What'd you say?
I'm probably not saying it right because it's Jewish for meant to be kismet.
Oh.
Ah, nice. So we have another person popped in and says hi. Her name is Verinda, Vrinda. She goes, "Are you taking questions?" Yes. Just type in your question, and Kelly Jo will, I'll read the question to her, and she will answer your question. So feel free. If you guys are listening in on YouTube, just type in the question, and we will answer your questions. She's doing one question for you this evening, and again, like she said, she does her own radio show on Blog Talk, and Shavi says thank you so much, Kelly Jo.
And if you guys want to contact me privately, it's kellyjopsychic.com. And I have my phone number on there, and I'll give it to you now, 561-333-5367 if you want a private reading.
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, we have that all posted on Facebook at the Raising Vibration radio page and on YouTube. And we'll have it on Anchor FM too as well for you guys to listen to the audio, to replay these back. So if you need to go back and listen to what Kelly Jo said to you this evening, or you want to tap into your psychic abilities and learn what she said from the beginning, then by all means go back and do that replay, because that's a great option that we have these days to go back and listen to that message. And
Yes.
Kelly Jo has her own YouTube channel too as well, right, Kelly Jo?
Yeah,
Biscuits
kellyjopsychic.com.
Oh,
Awesome.
it's not the Biscuits and Tea Mystic? Oh,
No.
I apologize. I thought that
Biscuit
was on
and Tea
YouTube.
Mystic is on Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, okay, great.
So we're still waiting for some questions to come in. Let's see here. You have a guest that's coming up on the August 19th. Who's that?
August
remember?
19th, that's the ghost people.
That's the
sisters.
ghost people, the ghost sisters.
No,
Okay.
August 2nd is Helen. She does wax paintings, and she's a psychic. And I'm going to have her on August 2nd.
What do you mean wax paintings? What does she do?
What she does is she has paintings, and she folds it, and it makes paintings when she does the fairs. And it's very artistic, and it's your own painting, you know.
Nice.
And then she also is a psychic, and she picks up on you.
Yeah.
Tammy, can you read these people saying hi? Is that Radha? Radha?
I wish I
Gupta.
could, Sandy. I can't
Oh,
see any
okay,
of it.
that's fine. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name. I have a hard time with pronouncing names, but we'll get your questions answered. Just type in your questions and Kelly Jo can answer them for you. And hi and welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for being here this evening. So, when people reach out to you to get a reading, do you like for them to like contact you
Yeah, by phone.
by phone?
Would
Okay.
call me like on. I do not have a cell phone. Do not the texty thing because I don't know where it goes, and you get mad at me when I don't answer you. I can't get a text.
Well,
You need to
Sandy,
call me.
why don't you in the banner put landline and put Kelly's phone number in for her? Maybe that'll help people contact her. But
I will.
write landline so they understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then in future broadcasts, it'll just say it anyways.
yeah.
I can do that. So Radha Gupta says, please can you guide me on how I can meet my spouse?
You're gonna do your career first, and then I think that she'll meet. She won't work with him, but he'll work in another office, and she'll meet him through work. And that looks like there's something about November 2021 for her.
Oh, nice.
Right before the holidays. That sounds like a
You know,
fun
but
holiday
he
season.
looks like he's totally different from her. Total different culture, total different. You know, but he adores her and thinks she's great. And he's tall. He's like 6'1", and she's itty bitty.
Awesome. So Verinda says, please can you tell me if after my marriage I will settle outside my current country?
Yes.
What is your current country?
She's going to live and die in a foreign country, foreign land.
Okay, there we go. We got psychic medium phone appointment readings. You got to call area code 561-333-5367. Remember, it's a landline. That means you're going to have to leave a voicemail for her to call you back. She has an old-fashioned answering machine. Oh, Brenda is currently in India.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Radha said, yes, right. Yes, on spot on. I'm tiny, laugh out loud. So yay. And Sarah Singh says, hello, everyone. Hey, everyone. We must be getting people from India on here tonight, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Welcome. I love the World Wide Web. I love being connected to all these beautiful souls, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. What was that, Kelly Jo?
That lady, Verena, she's going to have two weddings. She's going to wear a red outfit and then a traditional white outfit. So she has two dresses.
Oh, wow. She said, thanks a lot. She's like, yes, thank you very much. So, yay.
Awesome.
What is HRU ? Sarah, I have no idea what that means.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I wish I could tell you. I don't know.
How are you? I don't know. I try to figure those things out all the time now.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the younger generation. You gotta type
I know, I don't do that. I'm like, what is that?
HRU. How are you? I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
But you would be Y, right? I don't know. I'm bad.
Nice.
Old fashioned.
Oh, it says, how are you? I'm sorry for local slang. We love it.
It's all
you.
good.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Nathaniel asked one more question. What do you see for a move? He thinks, he wants to move.
You're not going to move till January, February of next year. But I do see him move. And he's going to live where there's a bay. Wherever he is, there's a bay.
Oh, okay. So like San Francisco
Or whatever, there's a bay. B-A-Y.
Okay. All right.
I
All
don't
right.
even know where he is, but that's what they're telling me.
Oh, okay. He's in California. All right. So Sierra wrote, no, I totally feel that. I'm old fashioned too. So do you have a question for us, old fashioned Sarah? Sierra, ask us away. We love questions. Kelly Jo really loves them.
Yeah.
You don't want my advice.
Did she send a question?
Not yes, please. Okay, so she just wrote yes, please. Okay, so just type in the comment what your question is, and Kelly Jo will answer that for you. Any of you guys listening, if you just want to type in a question in the comment section, I will read it for Kelly Jo and she will answer them for you.
And you asked in the beginning of the show what's one of the neatest things that happened. I've had many neat things happen. I helped a friend
Go ahead, yeah.
Find a house. And it
Yeah.
was exactly as I described.
How did you describe it? What do you remember?
Well, it was like up on a mountain and it had 4 bedrooms, two bath, and then a water closet. And it was 3 levels because there was a basement, a main floor, and an upper level. And it took her a year to find it. She found the exact, and it had white pine trees outside.
Wow.
That was neat.
So Sierra asked, do you feel me in a lifelong happy marriage without any divorce?
You can't promise anything, but as long as you have communication, I feel like you're going to marry your best friend.
Oh, nice. Best relationships ever.
Yeah.
Best relationships ever. Nathaniel says, will it be a house by the bay?
He don't have money to buy a house yet. He would rent first, and then he'll buy a house.
Okay. There you go. Nice.
There you go.
Awesome. Awesome. How come Sarah says thank you with a little heart emoji? How come as psychics and mediums and everything, we can't go pick out the lottery numbers?
Because it don't work that way.
I would like to get clarity.
We could do that.
I would really like to pick out the winning lotteries one day. I really would. It just laughs at me though. It mocks me.
Sometimes just for shits and giggles, I'll try to like pick a horse that's racing. You know, every once in a while I'll do good with it.
So we have Mahi. She's joined I believe that feels like it's a female. She's joined us. And if you have a question, feel free to type in your question. Okay. And Kelly Jo will be glad to answer it.
But one thing I'll tell you, if you do dream of numbers, do play them in the lotto, because sometimes that'll work.
Okay. Yes, go ahead and ask us your question. She is female. Yay, I'm feeling my psychic attunement tonight. Woohoo! Yes.
Oh, Sandy.
I'm loving playing here. I'm having so much fun tonight.
That's cool.
All right. So yes, love to ask. Go ahead and ask. Type in your question in the comment there, and Kelly Jo will answer the question. Any of you guys that are listening in, feel free to type in your comment, ask that question. So as I have a question myself.
All right.
Okay, so the show, Raising Vibration Radio and Journeys into Consciousness. Do you see us getting sponsors for this
Yes.
show so we can go? I do too. I got a big feeling, especially after
It's going to
Yeah.
happen soon.
So I got a feeling too. Like I just need that confirmation that it's going
within
there.
9 days. I didn't.
It
need that
is.
for-
I taste it, Kelly Joe. I taste it. It's right there, especially when people are coming up to us at the fair going, hey, we'd like you to come set up and do a show at our bookstore. All over, different ones all over Florida. Yes, please. Birth month. What do you mean by birth month? You mean when you're going to have a baby, Mahi? Is that what you want to know, when the baby's going to be born?
Is she asking? I don't need, if she's asking me if I need her birth month, I don't need that. I'm not an astrologer.
Not an astrologer. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, a guy I'll marry. Do you see her getting married? What type of guy?
Now, is she in an arranged marriage?
Are you in an arranged marriage? We'll find out here in just a minute. You get that? You feel like an arranged marriage between parents?
Arranged.
The entire question wasn't sending. Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, it's sending question in bits. Okay, so let me wait and see if she's going to
All right.
type out some more here. So that's crazy. I don't know.
Might not be arranged, but it feels like a childhood friend.
I'm unmarried, but there's an arranged marriage culture in my family.
Okay. But it's a childhood male friend.
Okay. All right. That's I can't I'm
And
so
tell her that does she know who Vishnu is?
we'll see. We'll wait for her
Because
to
it's
comment.
some kind of
I don't know. Like birth month is possible. I don't understand that question. So
like when her person's born. I don't do that.
anything unique about him? No idea yet.
He is like I told her, he's a childhood friend that she'll probably marry.
Wow.
He's like
Awesome.
5'7", dark eyes. He has mahogany colored, beautiful skin, high cheekbones, the dark cow brown eyes, the real beautiful eyes. Like the dark chocolate eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Black hair, about her age.
She doesn't know anybody the name of Vishnu.
But is it it's like a god or something. It's like a Hindu god or something. Vishnu.
Vishnu. Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot. All right. So here we are tonight. I've never had this many people from India commenting and asking questions. This is a new first for us.
This is
Isn't it?
awesome. Awesome. India in the house.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much.
That is a place I would love to visit.
Yes. Oh, we have another Shiv. SHIV is on, says, hey, if you have a question, feel free to comment in the question. And Kelly Joe is answering questions tonight. So please write your questions in the comment section.
Please.
Please. Pretty please with sugar on top. It's so different from Blog Talk. When I used to do Blog Talk and people could call in and ask their questions, or even Intuit Talks. When I did that,
Yeah.
people, you get more from a voice reading, I think. But this is really cool too, though.
Yeah.
I pick up vibration from voice, but I love how you're picking up things from everybody right now while they're commenting in. That's a special gift. How long did
Well,
it take you to develop that?
I've always just picked up. I don't have to be in presence of anybody. I can go anywhere in the world.
That's very
I
easy.
used to do. I did ghost busting for a person that had a castle in Scotland, and I cleared the place and all the. They had, the like jail bars, the wrought iron,
Uh-huh.
all the windows, and they were broke out from the inside out. He goes, "Dang, did you have to break all the wrought iron?"
All right. She
Wow.
says,
Go ahead.
well, she just says, all right, thank you. Okay, go ahead and type in your question in for us then.
All right. So Kelly Jo, what do you mean the bars were broken? What happened?
From the inside out. I did a house clearing for a castle. It was very haunted.
And it blew the bars?
It blew the bars up from the inside out.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. I like
But
it.
I didn't have to go there. I did it over the phone. There you go.
Oh, I would have insisted on going to Scotland. I would have said,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
send me a plane ticket. I'll be right
I
there.
know. I want to go.
I do too. What a beautiful country, and the old energy that's there. And,
Oh, yeah.
and, like, wow, it's got to be totally amazing to be over there.
I walk miles to hear the bagpipes. I just think they're so beautiful.
Oh yeah, they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. So Shiv says, I have a boyfriend currently. Actually, my parents don't like him. We hate that situation. And
Yeah,
also, I feel sometimes I'm in cold.
You're in cold?
Due to him. I don't understand what
out in the cold because of him. His parents are like putting him out in the cold.
I got you. So what do you think about that relationship, Kelly Jo?
Well, mom and dad's trying to break it up because he's sort of like a bad boy.
Ah, aren't we always attracted to the bad boys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you have any advice for her?
her parents ain't gonna like anybody. They're picky. Well, she thinks that she loves him right now, and she's not gonna not see him. So she's gonna keep on with the relationship. Her parents won't like it though.
Yes. So she wrote, I feel very hurt at times due to him. Do you see my parents or myself finding someone better? And then she wrote, laugh out loud. Yes, the bad boys are indeed attractive.
Well, she is going to find a better person later on down the road. And it will be a good, everybody will like him. He'll be a honest, forthright guy.
Yeah. Shiv, you're awful young, so you got plenty of time to worry about setting down. Enjoy life. You know, have fun use the boys. You're sitting on a gold mine, sister. Have some fun. Have some fun, my friend. All right. I know, Tammy. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all good. How old is she? You said she was young. How old is she?
I totally feel that. How old are you, Shiv? Are you about 19 or 20?
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see what she responds. She's young.
Yeah, she's really young.
Yeah, she's really young. That's why I'm like, well, yeah, gold mine. I'll have a lot of fun, but maybe not that much quite yet. And your parents.
Oh, she's 22. Well, you know what? You feel like you're 19 to me. So
yeah, real young.
Yeah, 22 is still young. You just barely started. You got the drinking age. You're just getting fun in life. Don't rush. Don't rush to find somebody. Go out there, have a good time. You know, mark some little check marks off on your box, and then worry about finding somebody. You know, do you first. You're
Yeah.
amazing, right, Kelly Jo?
Yep.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
yourself first, sweetheart. Love yourself first.
Right.
Yes. Yes. And don't let your parents force you into marriage either. Find your own
Right.
truth.
Find your own
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Exactly.
You can do it. You can do it.
Do you have any more questions, Sam?
Not yet. Thank you a lot, Raven, Tammy, and Kelly. Aw, she's so sweet. She's
Thank you.
adorable. Very adorable. Thank you. No more. We don't have any questions in yet so far. Again, if you're listening, please feel free to type in a question in the comment box, and we'll be glad to. Kelly Jo will be glad to answer them. And you can also check out her show. Is it every Monday night?
This month it is, yes.
Okay, this month, every Monday night on Blog Talk Radio. Do you stream it to YouTube, or do you have to upload it later on?
You have to upload it later on.
Okay.
it's
So-
not live.
Yes. So you can check her out, Blog Talk Radio, and she does readings on there too. And she has guests from all around the world, just like we do, on her show, and they also answer questions too. Shiv says, you guys are amazing. How often do you do these live? So we do here on Raising Vibration Radio and Journeys into Consciousness. We do that every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Please join us.
Yes, please join us. Like that page. The more the merrier that we get joining the page. We'd love to have you join us, because then we can have a real name on our YouTube page. That's what we're looking for. So
What do I don't understand any of this, Sandy. We don't have a real name?
well, on YouTube, when you're setting up, you have to get at least 100 people to like you before you can change the name to, like Kelly Jo did hers, Kelly Jo Psychic Medium, right, Kelly Jo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to get so many followers first before you can change the name to right now we have a series of numbers and letters, youtube.com/ and a bunch of numbers and stuff.
Oh, until your name actually shows up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, once we get it, you get people to like us on YouTube, then we get to make our own name. So it'll be youtube.com/ RVR and Journeys into Consciousness. So, yeah. Yeah.
So please like us,
Yes.
subscribe, whatever the heck that is you're supposed to do, so we can at least have a name. That would be
Yes.
lovely.
We need a
I
name.
would so appreciate it. I would like that. Thank you.
Yes, we do. We do.
Sorry, Kelly Jo. Didn't mean to get sidetracked on you
Oh,
there.
it's
I have
fine.
no idea how this stuff really works. I really don't. It's a struggle for me to just get set up to sit right here. The struggle is
Nathaniel
real.
says he wants a close move. Well, you're going to rent an apartment, like within a 10-mile radius of where you are first.
Rada. So do you come live again next Saturday with Kelly? So Kelly, no, she won't be with us next Saturday. Kelly will be doing her own shows on Blog Talk Radio, which is worldwide too. It's called Biscuit and Tea Mystic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
so cute. I love that. The Biscuit and Tea Mystic. Oh,
And you can like her on Blog Talk Radio, and they'll send you notifications as to when
Yes.
she's doing her show. So
Right.
we'll have a different guest on next Saturday night. So Kelly won't be joining us, but we get Kelly on. We'll get her back on here. We love Kelly,
yeah.
and she's been a guest on here before, so we'll get her back on here again. I'm trying to see who we have for next Saturday night. Let me just pop in here and see. We are going to have the founder of the St. Pete Time Bake, BJ, on the show. She's got an incredible story to share with us, how to live your truth and follow your dreams. And she's actually getting ready to retire out of that position, looking for somebody else to take over the Time Bake. And we'll talk about that next week, what a Time Bake is and everything like that. So it's about helping other people.
Excellent. I look forward to that.
Yeah.
So, all right, Kelly Jo, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Well, Rhonda, we're excited to see you again, too. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And again, you guys be sure to like us on Facebook so we can get that name. We want that name. We need to put it out there.
I didn't even realize this.
We like you on Facebook. Are we liking you on Facebook or on YouTube?
I think YouTube,
both.
Right? Both.
All these people that are commenting are in YouTube tonight. So, yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. We got a lot of, on Facebook, I already have the name Raising Vibration Radio because we got a lot of people that subscribe to us through Facebook. But YouTube is a whole new venue for us. So,
yeah.
And I had to learn how to do that.
You couldn't just use your name?
No, they won't. You have to get people to like you first before you get to change it into a name.
So what is that, Cindy? Like before they publish the name, you mean? Is it
Yeah.
like you have the name, but before it becomes published?
I guess they let you, it's called a channel direct. Like, you know, when we're on Facebook, like facebook.com/Raising Vibration Radio, that's a channel link. So in order for you to change your channel link, you have to have followers on YouTube.
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Well, we only have a few, like about 10 more minutes tonight, guys. So I was just curious if anybody else had any last minute questions for Kelly Jo before we wrap up the evening. I just wanted to put a little time check so you had a minute to get a question in if anyone has any questions.
Kelly Jo, what shows are you going to be on besides your own?
I'm going to be on my friend Jason's, the 24th of July, I think. And then July 5th, I'm going to be on another lady's show on Blog Talk Radio. I got your number. July 5th at 7 o'clock. So.
Oh, excellent. So you stay really busy, huh?
I do.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Rhonda, if you'd like to ask another question, go ahead and do so. Go ahead. You can ask a second question.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh,
it's been lovely. Thank you for coming on.
I just love you. You know that. You're always in my heart at all times. So I'm thankful that you came on here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a new car.
Me?
Tammy is.
Oh, Tammy?
I am?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Sandra Dawn has asked, where do you feel we are headed as a planet in the near future?
Like I said when I did we're going to start working on cleaning up the mess, global warming and environmental safeguards and stuff like that.
Will we be able to reverse global warming?
If we can cut down the carbon.
Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff is cyclical too. But then you add on the carbon and everything, that makes it worse.
Don't you think we're becoming a lot more consciously aware? And when I say that, I mean not so much like journeys in consciousness. Is as a collective, I believe we are just becoming more conscious. We're becoming more conscious of pollutants, of our diets, of kids and how they interact in school. Just overall, I mean, I feel we're all becoming more conscious in taking care of the planet, taking care of our bodies, taking care of each other. It seems I have felt that dramatically through this whole thing that we've gone through. What has your experience been with that, Kelly Jo?
Yes. And also, I think that COVID was a pause for the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
I think it was. It was a pause. It was a moment for reset. It was a moment, a large pregnant moment, if you will, to be quiet, to let things settle down and see what your life really is. And I think a lot of people got the opportunity to actually spend some time in their life. Americans are, get up, get out the door, go to work, run home, throw dinner at the kids, go to bed. And it's this hamster wheel, right? Well, when there was none of that, I think a majority of the planet got to really spend time with their families. Some people, that was very uncomfortable. They didn't know how to just go to work. They had to learn how to just be, interact with their family. And in doing so, their relationships grew and expanded a lot
Right.
within themselves and with each other. I've seen countless examples of this
Right.
in the last year. And it just seems like a great big reset.
It was. So to see what was real, what is true. And also notice the pictures of, when COVID hit, they showed after it was on for a while, they showed how beautiful and pristine and clear
Mhm.
air everything was.
Mm-hmm.
The air quality was,
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
so we got some questions that came popping in while we were talking here.
all right.
Rana says, I have an internship starting in August. Do you feel I will pass the background check and will go well with the internship? I want to
Yes,
have it converted into a full-time offer.
it will.
Excellent.
Awesome. Good girl.
Uh,
Hang in there. Yoo-hoo. Sierra, please, what type of job do you feel is best suited for me long term?
It's paperwork and organizational administrative. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. We ask a question about a close person like my sister? Can you answer a question about somebody else's family member?
Well, if they sometimes it's invasion. Would
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yep. Sandra said, I'm sorry, I just got in. I didn't hear anything from earlier. Well, you know what? You're always welcome here no matter what. And we loved your question because it's amazing, as a whole, as a planet, where we are going. And I think it's very important that it be discussed and shared. And we're talking about, people coming together like they did during COVID, helping each other out. And I'd like to see more and more of that go on as we go forward into the future. I love that love vibration that we shared during COVID.
yes.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
you? Yes.
My favorite.
Yes. Mahai, it says, but I'm only concerned for her sister. She wants to go outside in India and settle abroad. Outside of India and settle outside of India. Out and go abroad. Will she be able to do that one day?
Right now there's a restriction, but yes, I see there's like a 5-year period. I don't know if there's a problem with visas and whatever restriction thingamajiggies, but within 5 she'll be able to.
All right. So again, we have about 2 minutes. We're going to be ending this broadcast. I want to thank everybody for joining in and asking the questions tonight. Thank you guys so much for liking us on YouTube as well as Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. We're all out there. Like Kelly Joe's stuff too as well. And check out Kelly Joe's show coming up Monday night. Again, who's your guest coming up? You said Jason?
No, it's Elaine. It's her
Elaine.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elaine. She's the wax painting one, right?
No.
No?
This is a different person.
It's a different one. Okay. All right. Well, you can catch all of that on Blog Talk Radio. Just look up Biscuit and Tea Mystic and Liker, and you'll be able to see everything that's coming up. Sierra got one more question. I'm currently in coding, so definitely a career switch, right, to admin related jobs. That's what you were basically telling her. Yes. Good deal there. Kelly Jo, do you have anything that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Well, I thank everybody for tuning in, and I've enjoyed tonight tremendously. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kelly Jo. Thank you so much. Heart, loved it.
And remember, the children are our future. The kids are going to come up with some cool stuff for the planet.
Yes, they are.
All right, Tammy, go ahead and close us down for the night.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Raising Vibrations and Journeys into Consciousness live Saturday night. We really appreciate it. Till next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.